Hello everyone, welcome back and thank you for watching. If you're new here, my name is Maria. I do DIYs, hauls, reviews, and more. So if you love to craft and do budget-friendly home decor, you should definitely subscribe and hit the bell button to get notified every time I upload. In today's video is a very exciting video. It is a challenge with 6 other beautiful, talented ladies. I will leave all their information down in the description box, so you should definitely go check them out and see what they came up with. The challenge is to come up with things that we have at home already, so not to go out and spend money. So we're encouraging everyone to please stay home and stay safe. And the things I will be using is things that I already had, and I'm going to be also repurposing and recycling things. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and now let's craft. My first DIY is going to be this beautiful decor sign. I will be using this 8x10 canvas and this wall decor sign. Both of these are from Dollar Tree. And I will be using the antique wax. I removed the plastic, and I usually cut the canvas, but I am not doing that this time because I am going to use the canvas for this project. So I am carefully removing the staples with this knife. Then I cut the canvas to the size of the frame, and I'm using the crease as a guide. Before I glue the canvas to the frame, I'm going to paint it using the Waverly Antique Wax. Once it's dry, I'm going to flip it around so I can glue the canvas. I am going to glue it by sections, and I made sure it was nice and stretchy. Wait, not that. I made sure I stretched it out so it was nice and straight without the wrinkles. Next, I'm going to add the wall sticker. I thought the stickers were all separate, but it turns out it's one whole sticker, so I had to cut the word love. As you can see, it was way too big, so I had to cut some of the L off, but save these because I ended up adding them later. And I wasn't sure how I wanted these to go, so I cut girls here as well. Now I am adding the love to the canvas. This has adhesive already, so you don't need to glue it or Mod Podge this unless of course you want to. I think with the adhesive it has, it's good. I am adding a little piece of the L I cut out earlier. I ended up adding a longer piece later on though. I'm adding girls here underneath. Here is where I added the longer piece. The sign looks beautiful just like this. For the next step, this is optional. You can leave it like that or add some of the other stickers it came with. But what I decided to do is add a jewstring bow and some ear lamps. I did not glue them. I just tucked them underneath the bow and they are still there. You can glue them if you want. I just chose not to. For my next DIY, I'm going to repurpose this 8x10 canvas frame I used in one of my previous DIYs. I am going to cut it into 4 pieces, but first I'm going to mark where the half is in all 4 sides. I'm going to use my saw, but if you don't have one, you can always use a knife. Now that I think about it, you can cut it into 3 pieces instead and it will work. So this is how they are going to go. In order for all sides to be even, I have to cut 1/2 inch to 2 of them. Now they are all even. I'm going to sand them a little bit from the edges, and these are already painted, but I am going to repaint them with antique wax. And I'm also adding these 4 wood squares. These are from Dollar Tree as well. Now that they are all nice and dry, I'm going to glue them together. For video purpose only, I'm gluing them with hot glue. I recommend using wood glue if you're going to add a heavy plant or decor. I glue the 2 larger pieces together first and let it dry. Then I'm going to add the other 2 smaller pieces. I flipped it around to add the 4 squares. They are going to be like mini little legs. Since I didn't use wood glue, I added a popsicle stick at the bottom just in case, and that is it. My third DIY is this floral base I made out of a coffee can. This was really easy to make. All I did was remove the label, then distress it with the Waverly chalk paint in elephant and steel to make it look galvanized. I started with the color elephant. I let it dry and then I went over it with the color steel. I let it dry and then I added a little bit more of the color elephant. And during all this, I never rinsed my brush. I kept using the same one. And that is all I did for this can or base or planter or whatever you want to call this. I am going to show you how I put together my floral bouquet, and all I did is put some of the earlamps and lavender together here and there, and both of these pics are from Walmart. My fourth DIY, it's another plant stand, but this time it's taller and it's made out of different material, but it still cost me $1 to make this, like Dollar Tree price. For this project, all you need is 3 5-gallon paint stir sticks. I am only using 2 of the 5-gallon. I am saving the third one, so I am replacing it with 2 smaller ones, and that is only because I want to save it to make something else. I do have a lot of the smaller ones, that's why I replaced it. But you can make it with the 3 larger paint sticks, which only cost $1 for all 3 at Lowe's. The first thing I did is cut the handle part off the 2 large sticks using my handy dandy saw. After I cut the handle part, I'm going to cut the 2 large sticks in half. For the bottom part, you can use the 3rd paint stick, but I am not using that. Like I said, I'm using the 2 smaller ones. By the way, I'm using the coffee can as a guide for the width measurements. I am cutting the 2 smaller sticks to the width of the can. In order to make the bottom flat, I am going to cut one of the piece into 2. Measure and cutting 1 inch in the middle. Now I'm going to glue it, and I'm using my wood glue, and I'm going to use some hot glue since I'm not going to wait overnight for this to dry and I want to finish it today. So I decided to add the extra pieces I cut off from the small sticks to the back with hot glue. I will be gluing the other 2 pieces, but this time I'm going to glue them to the edge. So like that, when I glue the other sticks, I'll have more surface, or it'll be thicker to glue the other pieces. I will be using this bucket to hold the bottom piece, and so I can glue the sticks on the sides. I'm going to use my wood glue again, but I am not going to let this dry overnight. I'm going to add some hot glue. Depending how high you want your legs to be is where you will add the bottom. I'm going to let it sit there for a couple of hours before I start to paint it. As you can see, my sticks have blue letters, so I'm going to paint over them with the color beige. So like that, you won't be able to see them when I go over it with the antique wax. And that is it. You can add a plant or any other decor. And that is it, guys. I hope you guys like it. I absolutely love how this turned out. I am going to show you another clip with different floral, and that is why I love this, because you can use it through all seasons. These flowers are from Walmart. I got them last year when they were 10 cents each. And this greenery is from Dollar General, which cost me $1 I got it on sale. And I just made this little cute floral bouquet arrangement, and I used the coffee container I did earlier. By the way, I made 2 of them, so like that I can add 1 on each stand. I am also changing the ear lamps. That's why I didn't glue them, because I will be using some of these little leaves that the floral has. I cut 2 of them, and I'm just going to stick them in there behind the bow. You just have to tuck them in there real good so they won't fall. And I love it because, again, you can use this sign all year round. And don't forget to go check out all of these other great talented ladies videos. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and see you next time. Bye.